Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Oh, Frank's rubbing his hands together. That's usually a good sign. Yeah, he's ready.
Does he know the question?
Maybe. The first one's for all of you. You do?
Of course.
Okay. Been scanning through Twitter, looking at them all.
No, I don't.
All right. This is for all of you, but I'm going to start with you, Stevie. For Stevie, Ale and Frank, what was the best excuse you had or heard for missing training?
Oh, wow. The usual. Ran out of petrol. Ran out of gas.
Ran out of gas.
Ran out of gas.
How can you ever get away with that one? They'll say, come on, you must have known the gas tank was low.
Well, see, here's the problem. I've actually ran out of gas.
Here's the problem. I believe you.
Well, that's the thing. I couldn't argue because it does happen.
Right.
I had a sponsored car when I was at Liverpool, and I had M53 Ford, sponsors Stevie Nicol on the side of the car.
Right.
So I was going through the Mersey tunnel. I got halfway, car stopped dead. And I'm like, I can't believe this. So I phoned the garage. So I spoke to Tom. I said, Tom, I said, listen.
Who's Tom, by the way?
Tom's the owner.
Oh, okay.
Tom's the owner.
Okay, thanks.
The dealership.
Did you have to go to a payphone
so
to do
I phoned
this?
him.
You couldn't just ring him on a mobile, right?
Couldn't, no.
So you must have gone to a payphone,
no.
right?
So when I got home.
How did you get home? If you ran out of gas?
I got a lift.
So you left the car in the tunnel?
No, the truck came.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
The truck came and took it, and then and I can't remember how we get in. Anyway, how did I get home?
Maybe you're a yuppie with one of those big car phones. Hello? No?
You know what? Maybe one of the police. You know what? I think one of the policemen gave me a lift home.
Hello, I got Stevie Nicol here.
I think one of the tunnel police gave me a lift home. Because it was only 10 minutes for the tunnel.
Right.
All right.
Anyway, I called Tom at Phil and he said, right. I said, oh, Tom, the car's on its way, blah, blah, blah. He said, right, have you run out of petrol? I went, no, of course I didn't run out of petrol. Think I'm stupid.
Well.
Anyway, he called me back about 30, 40 minutes later and went, oh, so you never ran out of petrol, did you? He went, you absolutely did. He said it was dry. There wasn't a drop in it. So anyway, so when this player said to me, I ran out of petrol or gas, I went, okay.
There you go.
Don't do it again.
Good, nice, good karma. All right, LA.
I remember actually a teammate of mine who did not run out of gas, however, put the wrong gas in the car, put diesel instead of regular gas. And so obviously, once he got on the highway, the car just went crazy and shut down on him. And yes, that is the reason as to why he was not available in training.
So it's two gas stories.
Yeah.
All right.
Ronnie Whelan did that as well. Guy played for Liverpool.
Right, yeah.
He did the same, put diesel in it.
Yeah.
And the thing just stopped.
Yeah, the engine said, no, no thanks, no, it's not happening.
Well, it's expensive to get it all cleaned out.
Yeah, I bet, I can imagine. What about you, Frank?
Well, I will go with the gas story, you know, if you don't mind. That was with the I bought a very old car. It was 1963 Bentley car that I bought, but at some time I had some problems, so I went to the gas station to fill up the tank, but it never switched on again. So I was late. I had to call a cab, and I was at Chiswick going to Harlington at the time. We had the training ground close to Heathrow, and I turned up like 45 minutes after the training session started. And because I didn't have the chance to have a mobile phone like Stevie at the time, because we were in 1996 or 1997, I couldn't warn anybody, so I was late.
And what did your manager say?
Well, we didn't care. He didn't care about that. He said, Frank, you're late. You're going to see Wisey, Dennis Wise, and he's going to tell you how much you owe to the players and to the club in order for us to have a nice dinner. I say, okay, coach, no problem.
Oh, okay. So petrol, gas, that's the one, is it?
Yeah.
Now, there are also the players that just don't come to training at all for the whole week, and they've gone in some sort of trip home or whatever, and they come back, played on a Sunday, guys disappear, they show up on Friday and say, well, where you been? No, I went home. What do you mean you went home? No, went to visit the family, but you didn't tell anybody. So, what, you expect you're going to play?
What, and they don't even pull their, oh, I didn't realise we were in.
No.
They just disappear.
Uh-huh.
And just take the consequences.
What was the centre forward's name?
Diego Serna.
Yeah, Diego Serna.
Yeah.
We signed him at the Revs. I was the manager at the time.
Oh.
And he turned up. He turned up on the Thursday. He was supposed to. This was when he just signed. It's not like he signed and then he came that day or whatever. He signed and then he turned up on the Thursday. So I couldn't play him on the Saturday. So the following week, he didn't turn up to the Thursday again. So I said, Diego, what's the problem? He goes, well, you know, since the move from Miami to here, you know, I've got stuff to sort out. I said, well, you got to tell me that. He went, okay, no worries, coach. Following week, turned up Thursday again.
Yeah.
So I never played him. Never played the guy. And then he ended up getting. We got rid of him. We transferred him,
And getting talked about on tonight's Extra Time.
Because he never appeared. And he was the nicest guy. He always had a smile on his face.
Well, of course.
Wasn't worried.
He was gone from training until Thursday. Of course.
Yes.
It was nice and fresh.
He was paid for nothing. Of course, he was paid for nothing.
So, of course, this question gets in because it's from Kay Murray's number one fan.
Of course.
Who also has a September birthday like me. Happy birthday.
Yes.
He probably wouldn't do that, no. He said, did any of the guys ever play for managers who liked swearing on the touchline or in the dressing room? Frank?
Who you mean didn't like?
Who liked swearing?
Not really.
Well, it's unusual if they don't.
Well, we're not. We Yeah, exactly. Well, no, we had Graham Rix, the head coach of Ruud Gullit, and after Gianluca Vialli was very good at swearing, you know, in the dressing room, on the touchline. That was pretty fun. But we had also, because I like to talk about Dennis Wise today, we had Dennis Wise on the field. So we needed anybody else, you know, to swear everywhere on the field, you know, on the touchline when he was there and in the dressing room. So perfect.
So perfect then.
Well, it's called industrial language.
Right.
It would be unusual if anybody didn't swear. That would be the question. Was there anybody you ever...
But was there anyone who was more potty-mouthed than someone else?
No, everybody.
No, everybody's the same.
Everybody was like the same.
Including yourself.
Including myself. On the touchline, I was... On the touchline, I've got to tell you, I got suspended maybe 4 times when I was at the Revs. In the 10 years I was there, got fines and suspensions. But I'll tell you what, it would have been 44. If the 4th officials could have actually understood me, it would have been 44 times. Fortunately, they were like that. What's he saying? When I was giving them a mouthful.
You know, Kay.
You got away with it. Tell me.
You know, Kay. You know, Kay, what happened to me, it's in fact because I was listening to those guys and they were swearing all the time, you know, I was always putting the F word, you know, every time I was talking. And suddenly somebody a little bit more educated than a football player said, Frank, you speak very well, but you know the F word, every sentence shouldn't be in it, you know. So you erase that from your memory because that's not good. I said, but everybody does. I said, yeah, but it's not because everybody does that you have to do it. I said, yeah, you're right. So I don't do it anymore. I try to
So they
avoid
got you
it.
into trouble. What about you, Ale?
No, I think as a player, you know when the manager is about to go, when he's about to blow up, right? You see the mannerisms, you see the quick walk, you see everything is leading up, and of course you know that the team hasn't been playing well or somebody has made a dumb mistake, and now he comes in, he's fired up, and you're just thinking, oh, here we go, baby. This is about to get creative. And what I don't think managers realize while they're doing it is how creative they get with the swearing. How the variety of what they bring up once they go. Once you know that he's lost it, he's fully gone, you hear the creativity. And if you end up winning the game or end up turning it around or whatever, it actually becomes a a funny thing to talk about afterward. If not, you know the continuation is coming at the end of the game. But the creativity of the managers when they're swearing, I think that's a part that people don't quite realize.
I loved it.
As a player, head down. Do not make eye contact with the coach. Because if you do, you're going to get picked out.
Yeah, keep your face. Don't look at them. No eye
You
contact.
keep your head down. You.
All right. Frank, Ezio would like to know. Frank, you often talk about the problems in PSG's hierarchy. Where is the actual problem? Do players circumvent the coach? Is this Leonardo or Nasser's fault?
Well, you know, from what I was told, that's mostly coming from Nasser, who in fact loves the players. He loves football as a fan, and he loves the players. So, in fact, when players have a problem, let's say Neymar, a year or 2 years from now, wanted to go to see his sister for her birthday in Rio. He asked the coach say no. The day or 2 days after, when they came back to the training ground, Neymar wasn't there, and it's an example. It wasn't there, and the coach, wondering where was Neymar, and they answered to him that Neymar was in Brazil because Nasser said yes to him. So that's the main concern, and it came out so many stories about that the fact that they don't consider the coach and they go straight to the chairman. So it doesn't work. It cannot work like that. You have hierarchy. The coach decides for everything which works with the dressing room. If there is a problem, the coach can go to the general manager, which is in that case Leonardo, and Leonardo can confess something to Nasser if needed. But it cannot be the players going straight to Nasser because it's a big mess. That's as simple as that.
All right, let me follow up with you, Frank, very quickly on this one. It's a nice question. Has an opposition team's national anthem ever given you goosebumps while on the pitch?
Not while I was playing, but I have to say that the American, the Russian, the German, the English, I love them. I love them.
Just
the
six of them.
I will not. Yes, the English too. Yeah, I love the English. I'm sorry, Stevie.
Yeah, sorry, Stevie. What about you?
Could I ask Frank that question about? No, better not.
No, maybe not.
About the 100 Englishmen? No.
No.
All right.
No, Stevie, no. The answer is no.
Okay.
Not on this edition.
Right.
Go on then. Has this ever happened to you?
Are you kidding me?
I'm the same as Frank.
What, you like 6 different national anthems?
At the time, no. But now that I'm finished, I love listening to, when the rugby's on and you have the Welsh national anthem. I love the haka that New Zealand do. I love the Australian one. There's a ton of them that I like that I actually listen to when they're playing.
And England's.
I turn the TV off when the English one starts.
LA.
La Marseillaise. France.
France, very nice.
France. Yeah, France is the one that it certainly catches your attention.
Italy and Brazil for me. I like that.
Yeah, Brazil as well. Yeah.
Right, Stevie.
No,
Alex would like to.
No,
why?
Kay, you cannot do that. Brazil and Italy looks like a carnival stuff, It's I love the Italians and the Brazilian, but it's not a national anthem, It brings you want to party when you hear that. You want to party.
I love both of them. I do. I love them, Frank. All right. Just the 2 for me, not 6 like you. All right. Alex says, Stevie, what drill was the most successful and most influential in the training sessions during your days at Liverpool? And did you insert any of those same techniques in your MLS days?
Oh, good question.
Nothing particular. Just the attention to detail when you're passing the ball, more than anything. Probably some of the pre-season stuff, the physical stuff. But as far as nothing particular. Just the attention to detail. When you're doing something, do it properly or don't do it at all.
I like it. Yeah. There's a little Stevie coach coming out there, isn't it? All right, for Ale, Don Hutchison's math teacher would like to know, what's the next step for Vinicius Jr to become a world beater if he isn't one already? Are you surprised that the Vinny-Benz partnership is blooming even after Benzema's comments from last year where he asked his teammates not to pass the ball to Vinicius?
Well, the first thing that I would say about Vinicius is that if he continues to add goals to his game the way that he has early on this season and does that consistently over the course of a season, then there is no doubt that at that point you can call him world beater, world class, elite, whatever you want to say. That's the one part of his game that is missing. He was always dangerous. He was always a guy that would challenge you defensively. Now he's adding final product, and perhaps the most difficult part to do, and he's done so beautifully early on this season. As to his relationship with Benzema, it's not surprising because in a locker room or on the field, when things are going well and guys are scoring goals and you're winning games, those guys become your best buddies in the whole wide world. And so it's at times a relationship of convenience in that I'm better because this guy is better. And he's better because I'm better. And when we're working together and we're scoring goals and we're playing off of each other and everything is working in terms of what we're doing together, then it doesn't matter what I said. It doesn't matter anymore. Because right now, it's working. Do you think now Vinicius is looking back to whatever Benzema said? Nope. He's just enjoying what he's doing right now, and so is Karim Benzema.
You know, part of maturing as a player as well is about feeling accepted by the other guys in the team, particularly when you play on a team like Real Madrid. It's that belief. You know, the fact that Benzema didn't believe in him last season at a certain time, it's why he's telling him not to pass the ball to him. It's nothing to do with he doesn't like him or thinks he's a bad guy.
No, because in an interview before that, he'd said that he's the most helpful player to him on the pitch.
Right, he just felt at that time that Benzema didn't believe in him. And now, not only does Benzema look as though he believes in him, but the player himself, once he gets that from his teammates and the big name players like Benzema, then all of a sudden it starts seeping into him. So he now believes. That's the difference, and that's where your consistency comes from. When you actually believe that every time you step on the field, you're going to do it.
You know what, Stevie's with all the nice coaching talk today.
Oh, absolutely.
All the inspirational quotes and everything.
I mean, I'm ready to go. I want to warm up. Let's go. Let's do this.
All right. Lastly, be careful, LA.
Okay.
I don't mind who comes ahead of me.
Okay.
I do mind who I come ahead of.
Okay.
Tariq would like to know, for LA, rank the ESPN FC hosts by their command of the Spanish language.
Oh, this is very easy. Ooh. Do we go from 1 to 3 or from 3 to 1?
Okay.
Let's go 1 to
3 to 1.
No.
Oh, the other. Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, who's got the best Spanish?
It would be Seth.
Of course.
Right? And then, no doubt about it, 100%. It's K. Murray, second place. And last, I mean by a country mile, that is Daniel Thomas, whose Spanish is horrendous.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.